What's up, guys? Trill here, better known as Budget Bill, and today we're going to be talking about what... Sorry, wait a minute. Y'all remember that video I did about maybe 2 months ago about how I got approved for the Capital One Venture credit card and received a $30,000 credit limit on the credit card approval? Yes, that card right there. Well, guess what? 60 days later, someone stole my credit card and charged $3,000 worth of stuff. That's our topic. Let's jump right into it. What's up, guys? Trill here. Thanks for sticking around. And yes, this is not clickbait. This is for real. And yes, I am highly upset because my new Capital One Venture credit card has been hacked or has been stolen by someone illegally, and they have charged erroneous charges on my credit card. But no fret. As you guys know, credit card charges that are unauthorized, you are not responsible. So I'm too much not necessarily worried about it. However, I am discouraged about using Capital One credit cards because this is my first Capital One credit card, and I've only had it for about 60 days, and I received charges that someone else has put on this credit card. This is mind-blowing. I ended up getting an alert on my cell phone. I guess it came through about 5 a.m. in the morning on my way before I even woke up going to work, and I received someone had placed some charges at overstock.com. And the charges were, one of the charges was for $2,600 and another charge was for $174. Man, this is crazy. But out of all mornings, this is one morning I did not check my phone. I just woke up and ended up taking a shower, getting dressed, and started driving to work. And I guess I missed the alert. You know how it pops up on, I have an iPhone, so you know how it pops up on your alerts, especially when you have the app on your phone. So I think the push notifications. So I didn't really look at my push notifications. I pretty much, on my drive into work, I only checked my text messages, which I didn't have any. But as I was at work, I was just like, swiping down and looked at my push notifications, and I'm like, man, I missed these alerts. Someone's charged, they shopped at overstock.com. And I'm like, surely my wife, if she's going to spend this much or this type of money, she usually alerts me on the type of charges and asks me what credit card do I want her to put these on. And I'm like, she didn't mention any of these, so I didn't think it was her, and this is not one of the stores that she actually shops at. I ended up sending her a text message and asking her, hey, are these your charges at overstock.com? And she was like, no, they're not her charges. And I'm like, okay, well, they're definitely fraud because they came through at 5 a.m. in the morning. So someone placed this order on overstock.com at around 5 a.m. Central Time in the morning. Obviously, that's most optimum time in which they could basically get these and make them go through, because usually people are normally asleep around that time. So someone would definitely not notice them at 5 a.m. in the morning. Obviously, at 3 a.m. in the morning would have been a little bit better, but these were made at around 5 a.m. But this really discourages me about using the Capital One Venture credit card because I've only had it for 60 days and someone's already got my credit card number. I haven't even really been using the credit card that much. I've only used it maybe 3 times since I've had the credit card, and I ended up looking in my wallet and the card is still in my wallet. So I have no idea where they could have obtained my credit card number to use my credit card illegally. I did some research and I saw where there was a breach with Capital One, but this breach happened well prior to me actually getting this credit card. So for my credit card number to be involved in that breach of data, I don't think my card number was in that data breach. So I don't know how they could have gotten my number. I asked the representative at Capital One, and you know how that goes. They didn't provide, or they couldn't provide any type of additional information. They only wanted to know what charges on the credit card was not my charges. So I ended up having to log into the app while I'm on the phone with their customer representative, which is actually their fraud department. I actually called them and then I asked them to transfer me direct to the fraud department so I can talk it over with them so we can discuss the actual charges. And we ended up discovering there were some more charges on the card from Amazon. Now, these charges, I actually seen them when they popped up on the app, but I thought they were my wife's charges because there were one charge for $12.99 and there were some other charges for like $1. I didn't think anything of it because my wife, as probably you guys, shop all the time on Amazon. So a $12.99 charge, I didn't think anything of it other than my wife buying something, whatever the case may be. So I never questioned my wife about it. But when these charges appeared that are $180 and $2,000, I definitely had to question my wife about it and find out what it is. What is it that she's buying that's $2,000 that she didn't, at least discuss it with me? That's what basically alerted me. If they probably would have kept charges under $25 range, I probably wouldn't have paid any attention to it. But these overstock.com charges and the actual merchant store, that's what triggered me into look a little bit deeper into these specific charges, because my wife does not shop at overstock.com. Not saying that they're a bad merchant or anything like that. It's just not one of the places that she shops at. So I'm definitely floored with the protection, I guess, that Capital One has on protecting their credit cards and protecting their customers' data. And it makes me really think about whether I want to continue to maintain this credit card. Obviously, I will say is I obtained the card and I'm trying to meet my $3,000 spending requirement so that I can acquire the $50,000 welcome bonus by spending $3,000 within the first 90 days, which I basically only have about 9 days left. And I think I have about $1,000 left in order to receive my welcome bonus. Now, I will keep the card until I can reach my $50,000 welcome bonus, as well as purchasing the global entry for my wife, because that was the main reason for obtaining this credit card. I definitely will be doing that before I decide or determine whether I want to keep this credit card open or close it. Now, as I mentioned in the other video, and if you guys want to check it out, I'll go ahead and pop a link up here so you can check it out after this video. Yes, you stay tuned to this video, but you can check it out afterwards. Definitely, I want to probably keep the card because for the first year they are waiving the annual fee of $95. So I basically can keep this card and keep the 50,000 welcome bonus points for the entire year. Now, I do plan on downgrading this card at the end of my 365 days of owning this card down to a card that has a free annual fee, because I definitely do not want to pay for the annual fee. But it's something I need to think about as far as continuing on with the Capital One credit card and any further future cards with them, because if they can't protect me, my credit card number, and just my personal information, it definitely makes me think about my information being leaked even more places out there because of Capital One's lack or thereof their protection with their clients and their customers, their personal data as well as their credit cards. So let me know what you guys think about this and what you think I should do about keeping this credit card, or go ahead and just cutting all ties with Capital One and just moving on and going with some other players such as the Chase credit cards, because I've never had any issues with my Chase credit cards or my Bank of America credit cards, as long as I've had those credit cards for over 15 years and never had any issues. And now I have the Capital One Venture credit card and I receive an issue after less than 60 days of having the credit card. Definitely let me know what you think about this. This could really gone bad because my credit limit, as I've shown you, my credit limit they've given me was $30,000. Someone could have racked up to $30,000 overnight. Now, hopefully their fraud department would have detected that. But it definitely makes you think about it, because I have that large credit limit in which someone could have really charged up some things. But luckily, I'm not responsible for the unauthorized charges, so they've already credited that back to my credit card. So no worries there. We did keep the charges that I actually made on the credit card, so I am responsible for those. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Have you been hit with this before? Has any of you had issues with Capital One before, or any other credit card issuers out there? Let me know down in the comment section down below. If you like this type of content, definitely give me a like on this video, because it definitely triggers the YouTube algorithm and definitely helping out this channel as far as the growth goes. So I really appreciate it if you would click on the like button on this video. In addition, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I would definitely appreciate it if you do so you can follow along with all the videos that I upload to this channel. Other than that, I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.